Good day, fine people. A very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, on the ZX Spectrum 128K, and this game is called Rambo, Rambo 3, get it right, Nick. Published by Ocean in 1988. It's a run and gun of sorts, or top-down, exploration game, based on the movie from the same year, 1988, which starred Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo, that went around shooting people. Anyway, we've got different missions in this one. This is my first go. Don't expect expert gameplay, which I'm sure you didn't. But anyway, that's for those people new to the channel. Here's the first mission. Search the enemy fort and find Colonel Trussman. Well, we'll do. I think the film, though I've never seen it, you're in Afghanistan doing a number of stuff. But we're in this building with a bright yellow floor and red brickwork. There's John Rambo going on there with his gun. Now, there is different weapons to collect when you find them. Who are these people going up and down? Some sort of crazy. There's knives, arrows, flaming arrows, a machine gun and a gun silencer, but we just start off with a normal gun at the moment. You can see my face on the bottom right hand side. Well, not my face, John Rambo's face. A bit like Doom, that will gradually get worse and worse as your energy goes down. That Rambo 3 flashing up and down the title was doing something with my eyes. But anyway, a map would be quite good here. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. So Rambo 3 was the third film after First Blood in 1982 and First Blood Part 2 in 1985. Right, I don't really know what I'm doing here. But I brought up the inventory, so you can pick up about 10 items and cycle through them. It's K to pick up items, L to use them, H to change weapons if you've got different weapons. Look for the yellow doors and a journey around. Now, there's enough going on at the moment for me to probably have gone back to this back in the day. It wouldn't have replaced Commando by Elite because that was genius. I was expecting to say a bit more shooty going on here. Right, so we got a knife. I think we got a knife. We can cycle around that. That's what it says at the bottom left. But we definitely got a gun. The enemies only seem to be able to go up and down, left and right, and only seem to shoot when we get in front of them. And you can see in the right now, my face is gradually turning into a skeleton. So it's seen better days. I wouldn't have bought this game, to be honest with you, based on this. I would have had it on a C90 tape. I would have kept it there and played it every now and again. But see if we can fluke stage 1 at least. If you watch this far into the video, it is about a nincompoop chat, dodgy gameplay and beating stress. We're having a laugh and we say pretty much anything here. But if you haven't already, please consider subscribing because that helps the channel grow, gets it out there. It's a slow burn, I can tell thee. One day I'd like to be full-time, but it doesn't look likely at the moment. But if you want to become a member to help the thing going, because it is a struggle, then click on that members thing and see what it's all about. It's not compulsory by any means, but thank you for watching. If you can do that, that would be amazing. So, the face has gone cyan. A bit like Doom as that goes down with energy, or Zub to a certain extent, or that chicken in Attic Attack. Right, John Rambo. I haven't seen any of the films all the way through, but a few people get shot. So First Blood, 1982, the movies. First Blood Part 2, 85. Rambo 3, 88. Then there was Rambo in 2008. And then Rambo Last Blood in 2019. Probably available from a box set somewhere. And I've died. You've got too many injuries. There we go. And you can continue. I think you can continue at least once. Let's hit one continue. Usually it's not bad. The quality's there, what you expect from an Ocean game. But, yeah, it's a little bit basic, isn't it, really? It's a little bit generic, I would say. Top-down, Attic Attack style view, but shooting instead. Doesn't move particularly quickly, but yeah, it's all right for the day. 1988, though, the 16-bit stuff was just starting to come on the horizon. There's a 48K version of this, but I couldn't get that to work, so that's why we're playing the 128K. Back in the day, I only owned a rubber keyboard, the 48K one classic. I never upgraded to 128K before eventually getting an Amiga, Commodore Amiga. And I got a Game Boy Advance quite shortly after that one. If you complete the game, let me know. There's a key in the bottom right there. At the inventory, you can pick up quite a few items. There we go. So we've got the key. That's obviously going to open a door somewhere. Oops, dear. That's the ammo I picked up earlier on. I've been cycling that somewhere. There we go. So you can pick up, there's 10 items, but 3 are only shown on the screen. So we've got the light key, which obviously must be for unlocking a light somehow. I don't know. You just turn the light switch off, don't you? I don't know. It's crazy talk. Oh, man. Caravan. If you are John Rambo, then comment in the comment section below. I think, wasn't Rambo in the first couple of movies, he was in Vietnam or something, so obviously he went on holiday after that, maybe escaped on a pedalo. As I say, I haven't seen the movies. The Rambo as a character does feature one of the Mortal Kombat games. I think Mortal Kombat XL, I think. Yes. Or maybe the one after that, where he can fight RoboCop. No, I think it's the one after XL, because I own XL, he's not on there. You can fight RoboCop and the Terminator, and I don't know, Keith Harrison Orville. I think they're all there. I don't know what the, yeah, Keith Harrison Orville, I might have made that up. Right, we're going. If you don't know who Keith Harrison Orville are, you're not from the UK, and you could Google it if you want, but I warn you, it's a bit scary. I wish I could fly right up to the sky, but I can't. Green Orville, that duck. Orville's not in this one. If he was, he'd get filled with lead. Probably be beyond a PG rating there. So I'm wandering around like a wally. That's what what's that? It's a blue bit in the wall. Enough something needs to be stuck in there. I don't know if it's the key. Yeah, so this would be quite reflective of what my first go would have been. I would have briefly read the instructions like now. I would have wandered around, hopefully fluking something, picking up random items, and gradually burning my retinas with that Rambo font flashing all the way like a Jet Set Willy item. Right, ammo, key. That's not going to work, is it? Right. It's okay, this game, but I get a little bit bored straight away. Well, not straight away, eventually. If you're giving it more time, I suppose if you're a kid into the Rambo films, that adds a lot to it. I must admit, the Dukes of Hazzard game, which was a lot worse than this, but if you was into the Dukes of Hazzard, your brain would have added a big chunk to it, and that was wholly dependent on this 8-bit era, I think. I failed my mission again. What could a child's imagination add to what's already in the game? Couldn't get away with it as an adult, really. If you presented this now, people say, no, I want my money back. 1987 it says there, but 1988, was it an arcade? I'm not sure. Rambo Last Blood, what happens at the end of that? Don't know. Maybe he goes back to Vietnam. He was a forgotten soldier, he never joined the A-Team. Rambo, not to get confused with Dumbo, of course, who was a Disney elephant. From the circus. I don't think Rambo ever was in the circus. I'm not confused with Dumbo, of course, who was a rubbish mathematician. Yeah, might have made that up. And Jumbo, who was a big elephant. They're a real elephant, actually. Jumbo the elephant, who the Jumbo Jet airline was named after. But to my knowledge, the elephant didn't actually fly the plane. You learn stuff on this channel. It's an oracle of stuff. Not all of it true, admittedly. Right, go Dimbo, Rambo, Dumbo, Jumbo, whoever the one, Bimbo, who she was. But anyway, she shouldn't be put in charge of anything important. So what can you say about this game? Well, bit slow moving, holds together well, bright colours, a little bit boring. Fans of Rambo people would like it. Good music at the start, sort of. A little bit in music, just some sound effects. You can pick up 10 items. Your face gradually rots away to being a skeleton, and that's about all the fun there is to be had, really. Quite generic. Doesn't stand out, but okay. Not sure what the scores were back in the day. I don't think it would have been too critical or too generous either way. I think you might have sat somewhere in the middle. Be interesting to see the other weapons later on, the explosive arrows in particular, to see what sort of effect they have if they explode a little bit. It might be a switch there. What's that? It's some sort of health pack, maybe? I'm not sure. Or is it a coffin? It might be just a boiled sweet, a humbug. Humbug sweet, maybe. Right. Go, go, go. You go. We aim the reviews to be about 10 minutes long. Other zxspectrum games are available in the playlist. Click on my username, takes to the channel page. I say this on practically every video, so you know how to get there, but this is for new people that have watched this far in. Takes to the channel page, click on the playlist tab, zxspectrum will be there, along with a load of other stuff. What's that? It's another item down there. Looks like a bone, or maybe it's a stapler. Maybe it's a roll of sellotape. I don't think Rambo would be good with a roll of sellotape, would he? Sounds like a sticky situation. There's something I'm not quite getting in this game. People that had it back in the day would probably be screaming what to do, go through certain doors, get to certain bits quite quickly, but I'm making a meal of it, not just a normal meal, a 3-course meal with an extra dessert. That's what I'm making of it. Objects around the place, I think there's barbed wire there. Right, through the door we go. Another room with people shooting at us up and down. Right, he's dead. You might have noticed that if you kill the enemy and leave them come back again, they respawn, they regenerate completely, so the computer is redrawing that from scratch with no memory of what's happened there before, apart from the items you picked up. There's a white door. Can I use the key there? You have touched the electric door and been totally frazzled. Oh well, I shouldn't have done that. Continue. Ah, yes. So the electric door. So there was a light pipe, wasn't there? A light key. So we obviously need to use them in combination somehow to deactivate that door, and behind them probably is this Colonel Trustface who we need to rescue. And then we go on to the next mission, whether that be in Afghanistan or outdoors or whatever. So the game will build gradually. So I've got the light pipe, I've got the medical pack, I've got the ammo box. I haven't got the key this time. Where did I get the key? Oh no. See, that's the problem when all the rooms look the same. Navigation is uber tricky. Yes. This could have worked well as a Joe Blade game, Joe Blade 5 or something like that. Back in it is a bit like a top-down Joe Blade, isn't it, really? Apart from you can't jump over stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably an accurate description. Rambo 3 or a top-down Joe Blade 5. Cycling through. Bit odd that you can, you can only see 3 on the screen but 10 in the inventory. That is a little bit unusual. Maybe I can just I want to try my luck and try and get through this door again, see if I can fluke that. Oh dear, I've died again. Well, I think that's pretty much all I've said I can tell you about that game. I don't mind it, not spectacular by any means, but if you're into the Rambo films, kids' imagination, as I say, you'll get a bit out of it. It's okay. It's no Commando though, let's face it. So I hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Rambo 3 on the ZX Spectrum 128K, published by Ocean in 1988, based very, very, very loosely on the movie of the same name, which stars Sylvester Stallone as John Rambo. Any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro or Rambo, then by all means put that in the comment section below. You're always more than welcome, and I love reading your comments, you know this. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye. Rambo, not to get confused with Dumbo, of course, who was a Disney elephant from the circus. I don't think Rambo ever was in the circus. I'm not confused with Dumbo, of course, who was a rubbish mathematician. Yeah, might have made that up. And Jumbo, who was a big elephant.